Hey YouTube, I'm back once again with a bunch more pickups. So it's must have been at least a couple of weeks. I mean, Amazon Glitch Day was 2 weeks ago, and I haven't done a video since then, so maybe it's even 3 weeks. And speaking of the Amazon Glitch, I've got a few items here that I managed to get. Most of what I wanted, Amazon wouldn't send me, and we'll probably get into that in a little bit. I've got a few Arrow titles, again a couple of those are pre-orders, an eBay freebie, and some items I got out in the wild, and one from CEX Online. So we'll start off with the eBay freebie. So on James's Movie Mad page on Facebook, this popped up a few weeks ago. I thought, yeah, I'm going to grab that. It's a 2-disc special edition for £3 something. I'm going to have that. And it came from Music Magpie. A few days later, this turned up. The film was Zulu. However, this is just a standard 2-disc edition. I was quite disappointed when I saw this, and I almost immediately went onto eBay and triggered a refund, triggered a return through eBay. I decided that I didn't really want this. It wasn't the item that I was expecting. And within 20 minutes, Music Magpie had issued a refund and closed the case. They didn't want this back, so it cost me nothing. So yeah, chuffed about that. Then an item I pre-ordered off Arrow's own website. This is an Arrow website exclusive. Over the Edge, the limited edition to, I'm not entirely sure how many, but I want to say 1,000, with the Arrow website exclusive slipcover. There is a general release of this as well without the slip. Of course, this will come with a booklet and maybe an art card or something. I haven't actually got into this yet, so we'll do that now. I've got 2 more Arrow releases here, but I'm not going to be opening those. They will stay sealed. That's the kind of double dips. Already I'm liking the look and the feel of this. It's one of those velvety, soft touch feel slip covers. And I know this probably isn't the most efficient way of getting into this, but it's best I can do right now. There we go. All done. Get rid of that. So yeah, lovely soft touch slip cover. Of course, the usual mega list of Arrow special features. This one is region free. I don't know if it got released elsewhere. I'm sure it probably did, because if it was a UK exclusive or not released outside the UK, then it probably wouldn't be region free. So inside we've got the disc, which again, as usual, mimics the new artwork. Underneath that, I see we've got some original artwork, and of course the booklet, and we've got an art card for The Jaws of Death. Very cheesy shark movie by the looks of it. It's hopefully Arrow going to be putting out. You know, I love a bad shark movie, so hopefully that'll be so bad it's good. Booklet, I'll take a look at that in more depth myself later. So yeah, another great release from Arrow. They do these limited exclusive Arrow website exclusive slips every once in a while. I think the most recent one was the comic, which I got, but there's been a couple previous to that over the last couple of years that I missed out on completely. Edge of the Axe, I totally missed out on I completely misjudged how quickly that was going to sell out, and it was gone. Prior to that, they did what was it called? I've got the standard edition, and I'm scanning the shelf in front of me now, trying to find it, and I can't. It's going to drive me mad. It's not the chill factor. Of course, the glare on the side of the cases doesn't help. Scared Stiff. Yeah, and Scared Stiff. Again, that one, both that and Edge of the Axe, actually, you can get on eBay if you want to pay stupid money. Occasionally, one or the other will appear on an auction, and can go anything from low 20s up to 50 odd quid. It just depends on how many people wanting to bid on it that particular day. I've bid on a couple of Edge of the Axe and been unsuccessful. I haven't seen a Scared Stiff, I don't think, for more than a year at auction. They've always been buying ours. So yeah, I'm very happy to have got this. I'm still going to be looking out, of course, for the other two. There may be more that I don't even know about that were Arrow website exclusives, and I'm talking about the slipcovers as opposed to the box sets. I know there's been website exclusive box sets. Most recently, I think, was Creepshow 2 that they did. Well, no, they've done a couple of 4K, I suppose, that haven't actually been released yet, of Cat and Nine Tails and the Bird with the Crystal Plumage, I think. 4K box sets that also had Arrow website exclusives. Anyway, moving on. These two came from Zavvi exclusives, and they're steelbooks, which is not like me to be buying steelbooks. But the steelbooks in slip boxes. One had gone out of print and then reappeared, and the other one was, the release was delayed, and it just so happens that the one that went out of print and came back coincided with the release of the other side. Ended up just getting both of them. So we've got the limited editions of American Whale for London and 12 Monkeys. It's been, like I say, the steelbooks in the sleeves, but I already own both of these in one version or another from Arrow, so there is no need at all for me to open these, and I'm going to keep them sealed. Hopefully there'll be more of these to come, because they're quite a nice release. They've got some weight to them as well. I mean, obviously being a steelbook, but there's more than just the weight of a steelbook here. But I think if memory serves, the pictures on Zavvi, there's all sorts of stuff inside these, poster, obviously the discs, a disc, booklet, maybe art cards as well. So they're quite nice releases. Then moving on to Amazon Glitch. So it was a Friday. I believe it was just over 2 weeks ago. It will have been, what was the date? I don't even, you know what? I don't even know what today's date is. So I want to say it was sometime towards the end of May, 28th, 29th, 27th, 28th, somewhere around there. Anyway, deals started appearing on Blu-ray.com, and I think I first became aware of it quite early in the morning. Again, it was James's Movie Mad Facebook page, and Roy Barrett I've got to thank for quite a few of these, but there was many more that I had in my Amazon basket that Amazon just would not let me buy. As the day went on, it increased more, and that's the reason. I mean, a lot of people have called it Amazon Glitch Day, and it was, I'm sure it was a glitch. And my theory and I have no proof. It's just what I think has happened is all of these Blu-rays, but there was maybe more than just that, were at ridiculously low prices, and I think Amazon panicked at some point, realising there was a problem, and the easiest thing for them to do to stop people ordering them was to do something to the products that meant nobody could have them delivered to their addresses. And that sounds weird, but the few I've got here were the ones that I managed to get through. Everything else I had in my basket came up with a message, and I can't remember the exact wording of the message because I stupidly never took a screenshot, but it was something like, please change your address as we cannot deliver to your specified address, or something like that. It was in big red letters, and it wouldn't let you order anything if you had something in your basket that had that change the address. And I've got a few different addresses on my Amazon, because stuff I sometimes sent to friends or family, as well as there's 2 local paper shops which do a click and collect type of thing that can have things sent there if I know they're going to be too big to post. And also there's 2 Amazon lockers as well nearby that I use quite frequently, and it wouldn't let me post to any of them either, which is the reason why I think they just put a blanket stop on all these products for people ordering them. So I was quite disappointed. I had a total of 12 other items that I wanted to buy and I couldn't. Anyway, these are the ones that I did manage to get hold of. So there was the one Bond movie, View to a Kill. This was the last thing I waited for. It took over a week to get here, and it was just over £2. I think something like £2.13. And this is one that might appear in Poundland. Poundland have been getting a few James Bonds in, but it's not one that I've seen. It's one that I do enjoy a lot, and I thought for the extra few pence I might as well to get it now rather than wait a week, a month or 6 months, or maybe never get it in Poundland. So I grabbed that one. So yeah, View to a Kill. There was a couple of 88 Films slasher classics that managed to hit the glitch. This was the only one that it would send me, Grandmother's House. I think I paid just over £7 for this, so I'm very happy about that. The other one I think was New Year's Evil that it wouldn't send me. So this one is Spine 47, and I think I've got up to, so 42 is the most recent one I own. So there's a few between this, the last one I have, and this one that I haven't got yet. And I can't even remember what they are. Yeah, New Year's Evil, Moon over Scorpio, I think, 10 to Midnight, and there's probably a couple more that I can't remember, but yeah, I'll still be keeping an eye on for them. And then these poster series Sci-Fi Blu-rays I've been getting quite recently. I found a bunch of those between, most were £4, I think one was £5. I want to say Forbidden Planet was £5 and the rest of these were £4 each. I love these slipcovers. The pastels and the artwork are just fantastic. I think I've got 4 others at the moment, so this lot will make 8 that I've got up to now, or 9. No, 9. So there's 5 here. I don't know how many there are. Is it 12 or 15 maybe? I'm not sure. But yeah, Forbidden Planet, this is one I was the most happy to get. I do own this on HD DVD, but with it being a Warner title, who knows how long that will still work. So yeah, very happy to have grabbed this on Blu-ray. I think the rest of these, no, maybe not. Yeah, I think the rest of these have already got a Blu-ray release of some kind. It's just the standard with all of these, just the standard artwork inside. Next one I got, 2001: A Space Odyssey. Again, beautiful beautiful artwork. I'm not overly keen on this film. I've got to say, some of it's good. The ending, yeah, let's just not go there. But 2001: A Space Odyssey, Clockwork Orange, these two again I have on HD DVD. I know I've got another copy. I've got both of these, in fact, on Blu-ray on the Iconic Moments releases from that HMV do. Yeah, Clockwork Orange, once again, it's not as got to say, this is probably the weakest when it comes to the artwork, I would say, so far at least. Edge of Tomorrow, still, even on this release, they've gone with the Live, Die, Repeat as the prominent text. I don't know why they keep doing that, because that's not not the name of the movie. Yeah, awesome once again. And great movie. I really love this once again. Logan's Run, welcome to the 21st century. For some reason I thought I was going to say 25th anniversary, and I say that's much older than 25 years old, this film. But yeah, I really like this movie. It's one of the earliest sci-fi movies I think I remember ever seeing as a kid. And whether I should have seen this as a kid, man, it's only a 12, so maybe it was okay. But yeah, great film. So really happy to get some more of these on the shelf. Then some pre-orders. Now, this first one I pre-ordered months ago and actually had forgotten, and it wasn't until they were posting it out that I thought to myself, did I really want to get this on pre-order? I did intend on cancelling it closer to the time if it didn't go down in price. It did go down, but only by, I think, £1.50. So it was still 20 odd quid. So we've got Zombie 5, The Killing Birds. It's been in 88 films. It's supposed to be an Italian collection release, but for whatever reason they haven't put the Italian collection spine on the outside. Now, I had debated on whether to return this or not, and I think in fact I'm fairly sure I'm going to keep it. In fact, I'm not sure. I'm going to open it now, because I've forgotten. Oops, I've forgotten what's in here. I mean, obviously there's the Blu-ray. I think there might be poster and art cards as well. It's quite a thicker than normal booklet for 88 films, that's for sure. Another nice soft. Is it soft and smooth? Slip. This is a box rather than a slip, but it's quite a hard one. So let's have a look inside, see what we've got. So we've got this, like I say, quite, for 88 films, this is a pretty decent book. So we've got looks like some writing on the first zombie flesh eaters in there. Some poster art for some of the other movies. Now I'm curious to see whether they reverse. This doesn't feel like there's much in here at all. So there's the poster, which I guess is the same as the cover. The disc again, same art. So we have got the Italian collection sleeve on the inside, with just the title Killing Birds. So not the zombie flesh eaters. So this is number 68. I don't know what number I got up to on the shelf, because they've all got slip covers, and the slip covers don't give the numbers. But I think I was up to date, bar one, as I recall. So numerically, I think this is the last one that I got. So according to this, I'm missing quite a few. Unless I've got them on the shelf in the wrong order. So I've got number 63 there. That's number 68. So either they've jumped ahead and missed some out, or there's, what number did you say I had? 63. So there's 4 missing that I either don't know about, or I've got these. I've got these up on the shelf in the wrong order. Yeah, so by the looks of it, 61 is the one I'm missing. So that's the order they're up on the shelf: 59, 60, 62 and 63. So by the looks of it, there's 4 I'm missing. Either, like I say, they've jumped forward, because they do that sometimes, especially in the early days. They were jumping backwards and forwards, you know, as items were delayed, or just whatever, for whatever reason, films that they were preparing got released earlier, or were ready sooner, or for whatever reason, I don't know. But they did jump, you know, backwards and forwards with the numbers. But that's kind of slowed down so much over the last few years of pretty much getting them in the right order. There was occasionally 1 or 2 jumping forward or jumping back, but for there to be 4 missing that I don't even know about, I'm going to have to look into that and see if there's some being released or already released that I wasn't aware of. And that is the flimsiest Blu-ray case. There isn't an eco case, and I think it probably is an eco case, but this feels so thin. There's just nothing to it. Plus I'm going to have to swap that out for a white case. Anyway, so there we go. Italian collection number 68. A couple more items I had on pre-order, again from quite a while ago. Doctor Who, series 12 and 19. So these are the first 2 releases of the standard edition of the Doctor Who, classic Doctor Who box sets. They did release both of these and more in limited edition box sets, and I completely missed these, at least one of these, if not both of them, well, all of them really, but specifically when they first came out, I missed out on probably the first 2 or 3 before I realised they were going out of print really, really quickly, and the prices were getting ridiculous. I think one of Tom Baker's, I don't know if it was this one, at one point was in CX for 400 quid, which was ridiculous. I think that's calmed down now. I think the most expensive one is still expensive at around the £100 mark of the limited edition box sets. That it got to a point that I decided I'm just going to wait for standard editions. The way they sold out and the way the prices on the secondary market went sky high, there was no way the BBC weren't going to reissue them as standard editions. I think there was just too much demand for them from the fans. So finally, these are the first 2 that have been released. They weren't cheap, but they weren't mega expensive. They were $37.99 a piece. But because I was able to pre-order them months in advance, I could just pay off, you know, £5–10 at a time, just buying, topping up my account with vouchers, and then adding those vouchers to these orders. So it makes it easier that way. Now, there are 2 more of these coming out at the end of this month. These came out at the end of June. There's 2 more coming out at the end of this month. So that's another 70 odd quid. It's 70 odd quid that I don't have hanging around. It's 70 odd quid that I don't have spare at the moment. But I've got to say this sleeve was a little bit disappointing. It's not as flimsy as it could be actually, but it's actually, you know what, it's not as bad as I first thought when I opened it. But we've got booklet in here. All of this, much like even modern Who box sets, have got their own individual artwork, so they are nice sets. I don't know how long we're going to have these with booklets and slip boxes. At some point they're going to lose those, and they'll just be, obviously they'll change the artwork on the back to match that, I imagine. So get in the next two. I don't want to leave it too long, because if they disappear, I'm going to be left with buying some with slip boxes and some without. One thing I do like is the uniformity of these. One thing I don't like is the fact that they use the current modern Doctor Who logo. I think they should have gone with a classic Doctor Who logo, only because to keep the uniformity of the boxes. They're going to be releasing these for years to come, because there's so many series. This logo isn't going to stay with modern Doctor Who for much more than a couple of years, if that. Pretty much every time there's a new Doctor, this changes. And I can't see Jodie Whittaker been in the role for more than another 2-3 years. No, maybe 1 or 2 years, at which point this logo is going to be changed. Now, will they carry on using this logo for this set when they're releasing, you know, more box sets in years to come? I don't know. As much as I don't like this logo, they've got to keep it to keep the uniformity of these releases. Yeah, that's my little rant. But yeah, other than that, these are great. I'm so looking forward to carrying on. I've watched one of Tom Baker's so far, and it looks fantastic. I mean, you can certainly see the difference between what's recorded on videotape and what's recorded, you know, on location on film. But even so, they look really, really nice. Right, blimey, getting on for time. So this next lot, apart from one came from CX. We'll go through the CX one first, because I kind of rolled the dice on this one. There was a release of the Rise of Skywalker that seemed to appear in around about January this year, and I first heard about it on Nathan P. Butler's channel, who mostly has videos about Star Wars physical releases on every single format you can imagine. He collects them all. He's from America, so he collects all the American ones, but he also gets the UK ones and some Australian ones and other places around the world as well. And this one appeared on his channel, like I say, in January. Now, there seems to be a whole lot of mystery on what this was even released for and where it came from. So like I say, it's the Rise of Skywalker, and a lot of people will look at this and think, oh yeah, I've seen that before. Last year, Lucasfilm reissued all 9 Skywalker Saga movies and Rogue One and Solo in with new artwork, and this was the Rise of Skywalker. At the time these were released, Rise of Skywalker hadn't long been released, and Solo hadn't been out that long either, and both of those releases came with the original artwork on the Blu-ray disc itself, and they just put the new sleeve. All the other films got the same artwork as the slipcover underneath. So this version was never released with this artwork inside. But then, where did this come from? Now, this has pretty much the same artwork on the back although you can see there's a sticker, and it is a sticker on the sleeve, not for individual resale. If you look really closely, and I don't know if it comes through, you can see the faint barcode underneath the sticker. I haven't tried to remove that to see whether it matches or not, but like I say, the same as this, 2 discs. As far as I can tell, everything on here is on here. However, every one of these I've ever seen on eBay and on, like I mentioned, Nathan P. Butler's channel, this seems to have only ever come with a single disc, and it's the movie, so there's no special features disc included in this. So far, I have not been able to find any kind of origin for where this original release came from. Now, some people might think, well, if it's got that on it, it must have come from a box set. Well, where are the rest of the items from that box set? Where is the box itself? None of those have ever seemed to have been up for sale. Yeah, it's a mystery. But what I will end up doing is this will come out of here and this will go in. Fortunately, Solo, which I don't own yet with this sleeve, or this style sleeve, hasn't had any kind of release with the similar artwork. Unfortunately, there's no special features disc, so I'm probably going to have to cannibalize one out of here and put it in there. I've had a look on eBay. I haven't come across one at the moment. I imagine there's probably a demand for that special features disc for all the other people that have bought these over the last few months. But going back to CX, there seems to be only one CEX in the whole country that has this release. They've got it down on listed in their on the website as Rise of Skywalker 1 disc discounted, and it's £4. There is no picture of the artwork, so I kind of rolled the dice. Had some vouchers, so I kind of rolled the dice and took a chance. And now this one particular store, I can't remember where it is now, I have to look it up. I'll probably put some side-by-side footage next to this so you can see. Well, like I say, there was only one store when I ordered this in the UK that had this release, and they had multiple copies. Now I've been tracking these on eBay, and I did a saved search for £10 or less, and I haven't had a hit on that search for a very long time. So if these are still appearing on eBay, they're selling for more than a tenner, or at very least been advertised for more than a tenner, whether anyone was actually buying them or not. But it would seem, and maybe I just got lucky, but it would seem CEX have got these in that one particular store for £4. If you get it online, it'll cost you an extra £2 for postage. Of course, there is always that risk that you'll end up getting one of these just with one disc in it, but I got lucky. It's possible that store has got multiple copies of this, and I guess if you live close enough by, maybe it's worth travelling and having a look, assuming this is something that you want to get. But yeah, like I say, it's been on my radar since about January, and finally managed to get hold of one. Out in town a couple of weeks ago, I think it was now, I found a few bits and bobs in the charity shops, which I traded straight in. I got that job lot off eBay a few weeks ago that I showed in my last pickups video. I traded in Guys in the Galaxy. I ended up trading in the Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy as well, DVD, because that was worth a little bit. With some of the vouchers that I had, I also found in the charity shop The Godfather 2, I think it was, on Blu-ray, which traded in for £5. and for 50p I found Guest House Paradiso, which trades in for £4, and I used all of that. I went up to Sunderland, I think last weekend, because I have been looking for one of these, and on eBay there's stupid money, and Sunderland had one in. It was 30 quid, but I had enough in vouchers, so I didn't actually put any money towards this. So this is the second to last of 101 Films limited edition black label series that I needed. Existence. This is Spy number 2, so it was the second one to be released. The only one I need now is Phase 4, which they actually had a copy of Phase 4 on the shelf at, I think it was £20, and it said limited edition, which really this doesn't. But it wasn't the limited edition, it was just the standard edition. Yeah, so we've got the booklet. Again, quick look through. I've never seen this movie, so I don't really know anything about it. It's a 2-disc set. So, very happy to have got that. I'm a little bit... Oh, that doesn't like to go back in there. There we go. I'm a little bit nervous about this sticker. This bin card, or paper essentially, but it's quite a thin card. You can see there at some point they've already removed one sticker. Now that is part of the sticker, it's not torn the cover, so I might have to use the hairdryer to remove this, soften the glue a little bit. But I'm very happy to have got that. And then, oh yeah, also while I was in Sunderland, I picked up another Star Wars box set. Same as one of the ones I got through the post last week, or the week before, or the week before that, whatever it was. The prequel trilogy, once again, this one was £2. It has that piece of card on the back. This is the only reason I got this, was for this piece of card on the back, because those, like the other two, or unlike the other two, should I say, sets didn't have this card on the back, whereas the limited edition sets did. So I still need to find an original trilogy set, this style, with that on the back. And then I'll have God knows how many copies of these. That was in, was it Age UK? I think it was Age UK. Yeah. And then finally, a bunch of Blu-Rays from cash converters, mostly 49p. I think 2 of them were 50p. I cut the labels open there just so I could make sure the discs were okay. So yeah, for pretty much 50p each, I got Iron Man. This being the single disc edition. This will be the correct edition to match the Phase 1 slipcover. So at least if I ever come across that slipcover without the movie, I've got the movie to go in there. So for 50p, I thought, why not? The Fighter, as it turns out, I was looking through my slipcovers this morning, doing a bit of a sort out. I didn't realise I had the slip for this, so happy that I've got that. Monster Wolf, don't know much about that, but clearly it's a werewolf movie. Saw 3D. I do have a copy of this in my 3D collection. However, on the shelf, with the standard Blu-rays, I've got all the other Saw movies. One thing I never noticed, there's no mention of 3D on the spine here. So I'm just going to put this one on the shelf with the other 6 movies, however many there are, just so I've got a full set together. Again, for 49p, why not? Unknown, Inception, Salt, great cast in this one, State of Play, and Swamp Shark, hopefully another cheesy shark movie. And by goodness, that was a long video, over 40 minutes. So By my pickups. Now, yesterday I had a trip after work into Darlington. I didn't get an awful lot, but I did record some footage while I was there, which I haven't had a chance to look through it all yet. And it's a bit choppy, to be fair. There's not a great amount of good stuff, but I'm going to try and edit something together. I did sort of a little bit in the car before I walked around town, and after I got back from town. Well, no, after I got back to the car, and then I went elsewhere and sort of did a similar to what we've done here, just a quick showing of what I'd bought. So I'm going to edit that together for a video, hopefully this coming week sometime. I've also got another package from Pete Cahill. So once again, thank you for that, Pete. I'm going to be doing an unboxing of that in just a moment. So that video will be probably out in the next couple of days as well. So that's it for this one. Once again, thanks very much for watching. If you got right to the end of the video, thank you again. How about another Star Wars? If you want to put that in the comments, just to let me know that you got all the way to the end. You don't have to, but if you like, be appreciated. And I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-ra.